What up, it's your boy Sly Cannon, Afro Nerd TV, giving you a brief review on a video game that I've been waiting for to come out. This is just a brief review for the YouTube channel. The full review will be on the website at afronerdtv.com, so definitely check that out. But the game I am reviewing is Octopath Traveler, and it is a game, like I said, I've been waiting for to come out since I have gotten my Nintendo Switch. I've been looking for a proper RPG, something like Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI, and this is that game. Octopath Traveler is a turn-based RPG by Square Enix and a company I haven't heard too much about. Acquire, maybe I have, I just don't remember the name. But you choose from 8 different characters, and they all have different classes. The first character that you choose out of that 8 is the main person in your party. So you get to meet the other 7 characters, and you can swap them out of your party, but whoever you start with, that's who remains in your party. That is your main character, your main story. But that does not mean you can't see the other stories of the other 7 characters. In fact, what I thought was dope is that they break down each character's story into chapters, and you can choose which chapters you want to continue to go on. Because some of the stories aren't right away interesting that you want to keep going from chapter to chapter with them. Some characters' stories are better than others. I believe that, to me, that's the weakest point to it, is that some of the stories are kind of generic, aren't as good as others. But out of the 8 characters, that's maybe like 3 for me. The game takes place in this world called Orstera, Ortera, however you pronounce it. And the worlds itself are dope. What they did with the Unreal Engine is pretty fly, man. And going around and venturing and the little dungeons and deserts and ice caverns were pretty dope. I love how the game looks, and like I said, I was looking forward to this game because I played the 3-hour demo. They released the demo on the Nintendo shop, where you get to play the game for 3 hours. Once you reach 3 hours, it would automatically save your game. But the dope thing is that you were actually able to transfer that data over to your copy, whether you downloaded it online or you got the hard copy, which I thought was dope because they let you play 3 hours of the game and you didn't have to replay those 3 hours because it's a lot of story. Some cutscenes have actual voice acting, and some do not, where they have like a oh, and you read, which is fine. So if you're not big on reading, then you might not want to get this game, because not all of the actual cutscenes have actual voiceover dialogue. But if you're used to playing RPGs, then you know that you're going to do some reading, which is fine. And they actually give you an option to skip. You don't have to watch all through the cutscene for the very first time. If you want to skip it, you can skip it. The backstory for all of them, they definitely put a lot of backstory into the characters, which I thought was dope. Like I said, the worlds are great. The characters, playing with those many characters and being able to swap them out and actually pick and choose which way you want the story to go is pretty dope in my opinion. So I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. And the only reason I'm giving it a 9 is, like I said, some of the stories aren't as good as others, and that's not that big of a deal because it's 8 characters, and for 70 to 80% of the characters to still be pretty good is pretty dope. So that's my take on the game. I would say definitely buy the game, especially if you love RPGs and you want to play one on the go for the Switch. Definitely buy Octopath Traveler. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you're on the fence for it, if you played it, how you think my rating is. Do you agree with that rating, or if you don't agree with that rating? Also, be sure to click that subscribe button. It definitely helps out. I appreciate it. Also, follow the other social media platforms that's below. This has been Sly Cannon, Afro Nerd TV. Peace.